Hey, hey, what's up? It's your man Big Jack, and this is the Big Jack Storytime Show. And I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here with you today. Opportunity to hang out. I know I'm a little bit behind today, but I had some family time. I had to sit down and I watched a pretty good documentary with my wife. And it is amazing how, when you look back at things that happened around the same time frame that you or that like I was alive. So this documentary was happening around 1989 that we was watching, and I know that some of the things that the lifestyle and the things I was doing in '89, I could have been on that documentary, and so it's just the blessings to be able to say, hey, by the grace of God that I'm right here. So I just want to say thank you for each and every person who's down hanging out with me right now and it's come on to check us out. Welcome to the Big Jack Storytime Show. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button because that's what we need. We need likes and subscribers, not just for click view or clickbait as we would call it, but it's just so that I know who you are, you know who I am, and then we can grow and glow together 100%. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Big Jack Storytime Show. I have completed my book. So my first book. So I'm super excited about that. I got it sent out as far as to some of my uh, followers and some of my closest friends and family and relatives, and say, hey, check this out, look at that, and give me some feedback because we need feedback. It was a good book. As far as the idea was good, I could tell you this right now that without any doubt, it was my idea, but I did use AI. So you're like, well, you didn't write it. No, I did. It was my idea with AI help to put the words on the page, and I'm excited. So the book is going to be, or it is called Sleep Study. So once it comes out, we'll make sure everybody has an opportunity to get the book Sleep Study. The cover is off the chain, so we've done a good thing. So, but it's that's exactly what it's called. So it's a horror hybrid. So it's not so much a scary, but it's more like intensive and it's very intense from the moment that the patient goes into the hospital until the end of the story. It's very, very, very intense. So be on the lookout for Sleep Study, the new hybrid novel by Big Jack Storytime. So hopefully it'll be out soon so that you can get your hands on it. Again, welcome to the Big Jack Storytime Show. I got a joke for you. I got a joke for you. So let's see. So I was talking about certain things that I'm doing in my life, and I guess it's not a joke, but it's like, so I started a diet. So Big Jack is a big guy. I didn't get that name just because I was a little guy, but Big Jack. So I started a diet on Monday, but by Tuesday, my refrigerator had filed a missing person report. So I'm just letting you know that it's like, hey, dude, what's going on? So if you are out there and you're especially with the summertime getting ready to hit around, it's like, hey, I'm a work on my beach body. It's make sure that you do it the right way. Don't starve yourself because that right there it can cause just as much problem as just having the weight on because your body will start storing some of that fat that you have so that it can survive. So it's like, what are you doing? So yeah, I'm using it as a joke to saying that my refrigerator is like filing a missing person report, but you still have to eat. So don't be that person that say I'm gonna do a crash diet and not eat anything because all you're gonna do is make yourself sick. You're gonna make yourself very, very weak, and your body will do whatever it needs to do to survive. So that's my diet advice for today on the show. So I'm gonna give you a little diet advice, and part of that too is find a healthier diet. So if you're drinking a lot of sodas or other type of sugary drinks, try to back off some. I didn't say cut it all the way off, but try to back off some of it. If you're eating a lot of fatty food, back off some of that, and definitely empty calorie food. So a lot of chips and cookies and cakes and stuff like that have they're empty calories. They're not giving you anything that's going to be beneficial to you other than meeting your taste buds. So if that's what you're doing, and trust me, that's what I was doing. I'm asking you to do the right thing. The hardest part for me right now, and I'm this is the time I can be honest with you, and hopefully, if you're having this trouble as well, put it in the comments, and let me know that you're, hey, I've struggled with that as well. But one of my hardest problems, one of my biggest things is drinking water. For whatever reason, just to drink regular water, just the plain water, not putting any type of packets in it or flavor this and that, it's tough for me, and I know I need water. You all need water. We all need water. We're made up mostly of water, so you need to put the water in. But that's the hardest part, for me. Where a lot of people are like, like I say, you're drinking water, but you need to drink it just water, not the flavored water and this and that. And that's like the hardest part for me. And it's scary, because the fact that, like I said, you need it. And so if, like, you had to have that discipline to say, okay, I'm going to drink a glass of water, 2 glasses of water, 5 glasses of water, and I'm not even sure what the number is and what the recommendation is. But I know I'm not drinking enough of it. So that's something that I have to purpose myself to do, is drink water. And then, like I say, eat right. Stay away from the empty calories. Start putting some more of the green stuff in your diet. Fruits and vegetables and items like that. Skinless meat, chicken, if that's one, fish, and that's another one, fish. I do not like eating fish, but everything I've seen is like, well, you got to eat fish, and I'm like, I don't like fish. It doesn't have that taste for me. And if I get it, I want it like fried hard, almost like you're not even tasting. I don't know what it is, but I don't like fish. So it gets a little tough. And then the cost is so much higher now. I know, if you're out there and you're going to the grocery stores or whatever, you're seeing that it is off the chain. I mean, how much it costs to go to the grocery store and just get the healthy stuff. So it makes it easier for you to just get unhealthy food because it's cheaper. It tastes better. Sometimes, because your taste buds will say, hey, this is better tasting and it's cheaper. Let's go this route, where you know what you need to make you healthier and help me again lose some of the weight that I'm carrying. I need to do the right thing. So I'm asking you to work with me. I'm asking you to pray for me, be with me as I go through this journey, because this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. For those who don't know me, I am Big Jack Storytime. I am the founder of the ISI universe, and that's the channel itself. But that channel is for it was the creation of ISI universe is all about multiple content creators coming together under one platform and having a safe place to share their story, where we can share each other's audiences and subscribers and all of that we share across the board with the ISI universe. So that's what it's all about. But here is the Big Jack Storytime show, and this is one of the shows that come through the universe. And but again, I'm joking about it in the sense where I could say, "Hey, my refrigerator filed a missing person report," but I'm also trying to say I'm trying to do the right thing. And it's so much easy. It's easy, or so many temptations out there to make you do the wrong thing. But you got to find yourself, okay, strong enough to say, okay, I'm gonna push away and I'm going to eat this over that. And if nothing else, like I mentioned before, drink water. And that is the hardest part for me. I'm telling you right now, I know I need it, and it's just like it doesn't it's just not hitting, it's not clicking. And I'm not a person who drinks, I mean, out the faucet. We call city punch. I don't drink the city punch, but at the same time, even a filter from my refrigerator, it just doesn't give me that ugh, you know. and I know I need it. I know I need it. I know I need it. So, and another thing is rest. You got to give yourself some rest. I know I just told you I wrote a book called Sleep Study, and part of that the motivation of the book was because the fact I just done or had to just do a sleep study because of the fact that my blood pressure and my body weight and all this stuff. So part of that, what the doctor recommended was do a sleep study, and I did the sleep study, and the thing was I did a at home sleep study. So here they give you a kit, and it's like almost like a wristwatch, and then you can put it on your wrist, and you have a little probe that goes over your finger, and then you have another probe that attached like in the middle of your chest, and it's supposed to monitor, of course, your sleep. It monitors your heart rate. It monitors, I mean, your oxygen intake and all of that stuff. So I was able to do the at home one. Now, when there's another way to do that where you go into a sleep center and they hook you up and they monitor everything and all of that, and it's a little bit more probing and invasive, if you look at it that way, but the one I did, and it still was able to diagnose some things that now I can now focus on. So this saying that if you're having those issues with body weight, blood pressure, and things like that, maybe ask your primary doctor if you should get a sleep study, because that right there it could help you figure it out. But then also getting rest. That's another one of my big issues. My mind says I'm going to sleep at this hour, but my body doesn't do it. And that's another joke I'm gonna throw out there because it's like my phone told me my screen time was up to 42% this week. And I'm like, mind your business. You the one that keep coming on. And that was a big thing. With the electronics we got today, and the way the phones work, everything, notifications and this and that, it's hard to just say I'm gonna go and relax and I'm going to sleep, because everything is constantly reminding you to stay up, check me out, look at this video, look at this email, look at this, look at that. And before you know it, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, midnight, and you got to get back up. So I have to be up around 5 in the morning. I want to be on the road around 5:30 in the morning. So, with that being said, going to sleep at midnight and then getting right back up by 4, 4:15, 4:30, that's a lot of wear and tear. That's not even 4 whole hours, not even 5 hours for sure. And again, I'm not getting younger. So, but here's the things, you need to do that. You need to get some rest. You need to drink water. So then what's the problem? What is the problem? When you already know you know what you need to do, but you don't get it done, then what's the problem? Well, I guess the problem is me. It has to be me because I already know what I need to do, and the only thing that's stopping me from doing it is me. So it's not like I don't have water in my house. It's not like I can't just turn the phone off. So those are things that I have to learn to do, and eventually it's going to get there. I say again, thank you and welcome to those who are tuning in for the first time and those who are returning. Hello, 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 and welcome. Let's see what we got in the chat. Hey, we say Lucy Warrensboro. Hello, hello, what's going on? And we got say in Goki Nita, say you look cute in that little hat. Thank you. I like my little hat. I appreciate what you got to say, and thank y'all for popping in and hanging out with me. We're just this is just me having an opportunity to share with you, and I'm asking you to share with me if you ran into any of these problems. Big Jack Storytime. That's who I am. I am big, so I am over the 350 pound mark. So I'm gonna put that out there. I'm over the 350 pound mark. So that's two whole people. If they saying that a person, so they just say the average person is 180 pounds. That's the average adult. That's what they're saying. The average size adult is 180 pounds. Okay, so then that means 360 would be two adults. So I'm carrying a whole adult on my shoulder. I am carrying a whole person in my person. And that's why I'm working hard. I need to work hard on getting straight because of the fact that I need to drop a person. I got a whole person I need to get rid of, and that's my new mission. That's my new goal. So I'm asking you to those who are watching, those who support, those who know the words of prayer. Pray with me, pray for me that I can get this extra person off of me, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna get this name right. So it's Ngolokyante. So Ng. Okay. Now looking. Okay. Auntie. All right. I can't get it. All right. So work with me on names. I'm not the best when it comes to breaking down, different breakdowns of names and all, but I want to say thank you for putting anything and everything in the chat because that's what helps us and that's what helps me grow, help this channel grow, and it makes it worthwhile. Every time I'm able to see somebody put something in the chat, drop a comment. It's just like, okay, it wasn't, not say it's never a waste of time, but sometimes that's what you be thinking. Sometimes that's what you feel that you're out here and you're putting in good content, you're putting in real work, and no one's paying attention. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know that you're out there. Drop a hi in the comment section or something, so I know that you're out there because that's what it takes. That's what it takes for all of us content creators. So that's what we ask you to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big Jack Storytime Show 100%. So we talked about how big Big Jack is, and yeah, we had the little joke that started to die, and my refrigerator reported missing person because like, hey, where you been? And we talked about going and getting some sleep, and it was saying that your phone, it's like your biggest enemy in this game because, like I say, if you don't have the right settings where it just goes off at a certain hour or whatever, say at 10 o'clock is going to go off or 11 o'clock is going to go off, that thing will keep you up all night long. Your phone, every alert and every email, every text, every this, every that, every time someone scores a point, ESPN gives me alert. So a lot of that stuff I need to go in and I need to clean up because it's like, do you really need to know that so and so scored a basket or shot a goal or hit a home run? You don't need to know all of that stuff. You might have set the alert when you wanted to know. You wanted to know what the score was or whatever, but that season is over and you still got those alerts on and you're still getting, um, woken up in the middle of your sleep or your rest over silly stuff. It don't mean anything. Yeah. So, and then another thing we talk about is, going to the gym. I have honestly not been in a while, and I have a membership, and I need to go because I'm feeling my muscles be are weak. They're weakening every day, and it's making it harder and harder to do certain things. But it's just again, it's the motivation, the motivation to go out there and do it. It's like ugh. And I don't know why, because it was a time, and of course, time, that's huge. Time. When I was younger, I was out there. I was doing it. When I was younger, I was on the grind. I was, hitting the gym and I was drinking water and I was, getting some rest. But then as you get older, you're less time in the gym. You find other things to quench your thirst, and it's for whatever reason you feel you need to know everything, and that's not true. If you called me at 10 o'clock at night, just to chit chat, I probably would send you the voicemail because I'm like, "What's up?" if it's an emergency or whatever. But yet we'll let all those alerts and everything else come through your phones, and none of them are emergencies. There's nobody sending you an emergency Instagram or an emergency YouTube video or emergency TikTok. It's just not happening. So when you know that those things are not happening, why are you so pressed to make sure that you don't miss them? So that's the big thing. That's the big thing. And you hear this. You hear it from your loved ones. You hear it from doctors and whatever. And it's just so here's another one. Throw a little joke out there. So my wife asked me if I was listening, and I was like, I thought that was a pretty strange way to start a conversation. So so are you listening? When people are giving you advice, when people are telling you this is a good way to do it, the right way to do it, are you listening to them? Are you listening, or are you just letting it go in one ear and come out the other? Because it's like I already know. So like I told you, I know I need to drink water. I know I need to eat better. I know I need to get rest. So now what's the problem? What is the problem? The problem has to be me. And that's the bottom line, 100%. The problem has to be me, because any other thing doesn't make sense, because no one's stopping me from drinking water. No one's stopping me from going to sleep. Now, that sometimes can be a problem, because sometimes you're trying to get rest and people want to talk to you, or people want to, send you messages or whatever, and it does keep you up. Uh, the gym could be closed if you decided you wanted to go at midnight, but it's like you had plenty of time to go, and when it was open, and there's plenty enough of machines in there that you don't have to worry about there's not enough space for me and everybody else that's going. It's just doing it. Get yourself up, get in there and do it. Listen, 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 listen. Um, Part of that is it's time for us, it's time for me. I can't say us because I don't know everybody's situation, but it's time for me to make a U-turn on my life. It's almost like when you're driving and you got your GPS going, and anybody use the GPS in their car or use GPS to get wherever they're going, and you ever went somewhere and the GPS say make a U-turn. So it's basically like you're going the wrong way. So where I am right now, I'm going the wrong way. So I need to make a U-turn and get back on track. Now the U-turn is not so I can go back to where I came from. The U-turn might be so I can get back on the right road, and then there's a left or right or something I need to make up ahead. So don't get so caught up in I don't want to do what I've already done, because that's not always about the U-turn. The U-turn may be just to get you 100% off the wrong road and then closer to the right road. So you have to turn around. So some of the things that I'm doing now, I need to turn that around and start doing some of the things that I did before. So like you say, going to the gym, drinking water, getting rest. So all of those things are things that I've done and know how to do. I just need to get off the road that I'm on now, turn that thing around, and put myself back in a better position. Who else is out there like that? Have you been in that situation? Have you ever thought to yourself, "I need to turn things around. I need to get back on track"? I mean, how many of you have ever had that situation happen to you? How many of you have ever had that situation where it's like, um, I know better. That's a big one right there. I know better. I know better. And because you know better, not that you have to beat yourself up and give yourself a complex or say you guilt yourself out, but it's the fact that you know better. So you know better. So if you know better, then do better. That's what I got to tell myself. That's what I got to say to me. That's what, hey, Big Jack, you know better. Now do better. And if I do better, I will feel better. I know that because I said, what, 360 pounds. 360 is a lot of a lot of person. 360 is two full adults. Two full adults. Two full adults. That's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm going through. And because of that, it's a lot of wear and tear on the joints, a lot of wear and tear on my heart. It's a lot of wear and tear because of the simple fact that the heart got to pump even more to get that blood through all of this person. My knees are saying, "Man, what are you doing?" My ankles like, "Hey, bruh." My back is like, "Whoa." And then you top it all off, because you're not in the gym, you're not working out, not doing what you're supposed to be doing. That the muscles are getting they're getting weaker and they're getting tighter. So because they're tighter, it just pulls even more. So maybe going to take a walk. I'm like 100, 200 steps in, and it's like you would think that I had just walked a marathon or something because of the fact that my body carrying that extra person, it's a lot. So I know if I lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 100 pounds, it's going to be a big difference. So that's my new mission. And I'm going to ask you to come with me on this journey, come with me on this journey as I get into the grind. And I'm gonna share with you my progress. I'm gonna share with you what I'm doing and all of that good stuff because I want you to see this transformation. So if you're willing to hang with me, I'm willing to share with you, and I'll come on here every Wednesday, except for the first Wednesday. So the second, the third, the fourth, and even if there's a fifth Wednesday of the month, I'm gonna be on this show, the Big Jack Storytime show, and I'm gonna walk you with me through the journey on where we are. So I'll have my weekly weigh in, and I'll let you know what did I do if I failed as far as eating empty calories or junk food or whatever, and I'm also let you know if I do the right thing. And we're gonna see. I mean, I gotta set a goal, but I'm asking you, each and every one of you out there, to come on with me, hang with me, and that's that. Watch me transform right in front of your eyes. No one is. The last time that I was, I think in middle school, I think I was in the eighth grade and I was probably around 180 pounds. So, and that was in eighth grade. Um, those who don't know me, you just wouldn't know why, but I'm an athlete. I'm a college. I played Division I college football. I was a fullback. 235, 240 was my playing weight. I've a walking muscle at one time. So all of those things that uh, I was never really a small person, so I was always over the 180-pound thing. But the last time I think I was at 180, I had to be in around eighth grade. So with that being said, not that I want to go back to eighth grade, I'm not. And I don't think I can get that weight down to that, 180. But I do believe the next goal, or my next goal, is to get it under 350. And then from there, we'll chop it off. But we're going to chop it off. And I'm asking you to come on this ride with me. I'm asking you to get in and stay with me, pray with me, and help me through this journey. I'm okay if you drop a comment and say, hey, man, do right, do this, do that. Throw me some hints. Throw me some suggestions on what to do. Mine is, be serious because I am serious. I want you to be serious because that's how I'm gonna get through this. You know, um, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. So, but that's it. That's what it's all about. I thank you for hanging out with me. I thank you for allowing me to have this time where I can talk with you, and we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through this together. And I'm more motivated now than I was before the show even started. Um, and I don't I don't know how else to say, but thank you, because it's because of this atmosphere, it's because of these opportunities to be up here and talk with people and talk to you, that it motivates me to do the right thing, and it motivates me because it allows me to speak, but then also at the same time I'm hearing myself, and it's like, man, you're the problem, you're the one, you're the man in the mirror. So I need to change the way that I am, and it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. It didn't get on my body in one day, and it's not going to come off in one day. But with that being said, I have to motivate myself and dedicate myself to do the right thing, and then the rest of it will fall in place. If you agree, hit the like button down there. Drop me some hearts, emojis, some somethings. I need some. Here's some comments. Drop a comment in there. If you've been through the struggle and you've overcome it, put that in the comments. Let me know that you're out there. Let me know that you've hit the you was a certain weight and you had to lose weight and things like that, because that's the only way I know that it's real. When I see other people that say, "Hey, I've been there, I've done that," that's how you know that it's real. And it's no doubt in my mind that it's real. There's no doubt in my mind that somebody has been down this journey before. I know it is because I see people all the time who have lost, you know, 10, 20, 30, 100 pounds. And I'm like, man, I'm motivated. I'm excited for them, but it motivates me to like, hey, I want to be in that number. And so like, what did you do? Where did you do? Where did you go? Because those are things I want to know. I want to know, what did you do to get yourself in that type of shape? But this is uh this is a opportunity. It's opportunity for me. It's opportunity to learn, and that's what I want to do. I want to learn me. I want to get better with me, and that's what it's about. So with that being said, and I see Krista Flash out there. What's up, bruh? How you doing, man? Krista Flash, he's out there. That's a cool brother. Chris, I'm talking about, man, trying to lose some of me. I gotta lose some of this weight, man. Big Jack is too big. And it's always good to know that you're out there. It's always good, man. I haven't seen you in such a long time. I'm glad to see that you're still out there hanging. And thank you for popping in. So this is my Wednesday thing. So every second, third, and fourth Wednesday of the month, I come out here, but I just challenge myself. Uh, I challenge myself to hit that weight loss journey, and I'm going to share it with the crowd. So of course, bro, always got support. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I always need your support. But I said I was going to hang out with I'm gonna share with the crowd the journey, and I'm gonna post that first number. Matter of fact, I'm gonna create a thumbnail with that first number on it, and we're gonna go together. I'm gonna show you. I don't say every pound, but we're gonna chop it down. We're gonna chop it down, and so right now I am. They say the average man is 180 pounds. That's the average man. I am over two full adults. So if you look at it that way, so matter of fact, let's put the number out there. 372 is the number. That is the starting number right now. 372 pounds. So and it's not like it's floppy and sloppy all over the place, but it is. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's two full adults plus somebody. That's two full adults and a kid if they wanted to carry the kid with them, because that's just a lot of people. It's a lot of weight, and it is not healthy. So Chris, that's where I'm at, man. That's why I'm sharing with the world, because I need your prayers, I need your help, I need your encouragement to say you can do this thing. So thank you again for popping in and hanging out with me, man, because that's what it's all about. And for you and everyone else who's out there watching, we thank you because we don't come on here and get on these shows just to run our mouth. I mean, really, we don't. I don't. I always want something. So if you're in that journey, if you're in that mission, if you're out there also trying to lose, I'm gonna tell you this: come on, get on board. Let's do it together. You share your story. I'm gonna share my story, and hey, and I don't have no problem sharing the stage with you. So if you're out there and you're saying, hey, I'm going to do the same thing, and we're going to do our weekly report or monthly report, then come on up here and put your stuff in the chat. Let me know that you're out there and give me a start number, and we're going to chop it down together. I am who I am. I'm showing you who I am. I'm not hiding who I am, and it's only going to make me feel better. But I know if you do this journey with me, you too will feel better. So that's the mission. That's the mission. I'm sitting here, I'm motivated. I am 100% motivated now, way more than I was what was it, 37 minutes ago before I got on this show. So because of that, I want to say thank you because I know it's only because you out there, the viewers, and the encouragement that I'm receiving, and all those who are saying, "Hey, you can do it." That's what it takes. That's exactly what it takes. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna say thank you one more time. And y'all ain't even gonna know what to do with yourself if you see me that not 372 pounds. So like I say, I was in eighth grade when I was 180. So and I've been out of eighth grade for a long time, if you want to, decades have passed. But like I said, it didn't just jump on me. It took years to get it up here, and it's going to take some years. And I don't say years, but it's going to take some effort to get it off. And that's the part, because I want to do it the right way. I'm not going into and say, "Hey, doctor, give me the surgery or whatever like that." No, I want to actually, walk and maybe do some more exercises, do the right diet, and all of that stuff. Um, Say, can you shout out my brother Hugh Jazz? Okay, yeah, there you go. Your brother, Hugh Jazz. Is that it? Did I get it right? Yeah. And Crystal Flash says it's going to take focus and discipline. 100%. It's going to take focus and discipline. And look, Chris, what I mentioned even on this was the fact that, uh, the problem is me. Like I said, I need to drink more water. I need to eat better. I need to exercise. I need to get more rest. And I know all of those things. And here's the thing: you already know all of that and don't do it, then who's the problem? Well, what's the problem? The problem is me. The problem is me. So, and I'm not bashing myself. It's just the thing that I know these are the things I need to do because I've done them before. I was at one time, I was never a professional, but I was definitely a power lifter, and I mean a competitive power lifter, and got all the awards and accolades and all, and even still hold some records to prove that I was able to do that. So I know how to hit the gym. I was a collegiate Division I college athlete, so I know how to eat the right food and get the proper rest and the drink and this. And so I've done these things, but it's as you get older, and laziness steps in. So I'm just being straight. Laziness steps in. It's like, dude, you got to get yourself together. And so I use that term like GPS when you miss a turn or you're on the wrong road and it tells you to make a U-turn. Not that I want to go back from where I came from, but the road I'm on is not the right road. So I need to make a U-turn, and maybe there's a left or right that I missed that I need to take. But until I make that U-turn, which I'm making today, I can't get on the right road. So today was my day to make the U-turn. And look how that word is. I mean, that's cool in itself. It's a U-turn. U-turn. You need to turn. Me, Big Jack StoryTime need to make a turn. So I'm going to make my turn. I'm going to do that U-turn today and get on the right track. And watch out, YouTube, watch out, Instagram, Watch out TikTok, watch out Facebook, watch out Twitch, watch out every other streaming platform out there that we broadcast to, because you're going to be totally, totally, totally surprised when you see this person when I drop this extra person. And like I say, I like so many things that I've not been able to do for years, only because I'm not in the shape to do it. And I'm a mountain hiking type person where I like to go up into the national parks and walk the trails and all of that good stuff. So, but it takes, again, as Chris said, it's going to take focus and discipline. And today is get focused, get focused, get focused, it's focused. I feel like giving away a prize today. I don't know who's going to get it. Let me see if we can do that. Memberships gifts. What can we do today? I got 10. Let's send out five. Five membership gifts are going out today. Hopefully, it's one of you that's sitting here watching, because the ISI universe is a great place to be a part of. And hopefully, one of you will get the free membership. But they're going out, and here they go. So, for you out there, here's your free membership. And we got a free membership that just went out, and hopefully one of you, Chris the Flash, received one. So there we go. See how that thing worked? I mean, it's amazing. Chris, thank you, and welcome. And you got a free membership to the ISI universe. It says gospel inspired annual Gonzag channel. And what is it? Living After 50 Now, and Miss Carol Vlog. All of you are now members of the ISI for at least a month. So with the free membership gift. And thank you, thank you, thank you, Chris the Flash, for even popping in. And look how gifts shower your way just from hanging in, man. So that's what's up. I mean, really, that is what's up. Only on the iron sharpening iron universe, and that's what the ISI stand for. For those who don't know, it's iron sharpening iron. But the ISI universe, and this is where it's a safe place where we are proving that we are stronger together. That if each one would reach one, we can all grow and glow. And I just want to welcome my man Chris and all the other winners of the free membership today. I'm motivated. I'm motivated. I don't even know what else to tell you. I am motivated. I know that it can. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. It's going to take a minute. I mean, it's not going to just, like I say, it's not going to just pop off. No different than it didn't just pop on. As far as the weight, but it does. It's going to take a minute. But we're not. My motivation or my saying that I say even when I'm at work and in life is, how do you eat an elephant? How do you eat an elephant? How do you eat an elephant? Okay. And the big thing right there is one bite at a time, 100%. They say I work different schedule now. I work nights, no more. Oh, well, that's good. Congratulations. No more nights. That's good. Now, I remember it's been a couple of years now, but I was a rotating shift worker, and I was a shift worker forever. And when I got on all days, it was awesome, man. So I feel you. I feel you, because it changes your life. Now the hard part for me, being all day work, so all I do is days now, was my body. It took me a while to get used to not working or staying up all night, because I used to have that rotating shift where I worked over the midnight. So our shifts was 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. and then 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we worked 12-hour shifts. But when you work in the nights, you had to condition yourself to stay up all night. And when I went to all day work, I mean, no more shifts. Um, that was the hard part. Still, too, the hard part. And that's what I said. I know I need to get rest. But I mean, I'll stay up till 11:30, 12 o'clock, and then still have to get back up by 4:30 in the morning. So I'm not getting a proper rest. So that's the one thing that I would tell anybody that's out there, especially if you're a shift worker, or and you're losing, or you're just now just changing over to day work only type things. That's the one where you have to, I don't say force yourself, but you do got to set a time. Like, okay, I'm gonna turn the TV off at this time, or turn my phone off at this time, and whatever, because your rest is so important. And especially with your health, your rest is going to be huge. So I'm not, like you say, Big Jack, you 372 pounds, you got a lot of health issues and all. Yes, I am not listening. As my man Walt Talk would say, I save my best advice for my friends because I don't use it. And that's why, and that's so true right there. I save my best advice for my friends because I'm not using it, and I need to start using it for myself. So the word of today, or the word of the day, is U-turn. And so that's what happened. Big Jack Storytime is going to make, and is making, a U-turn today. And I'm asking you to come on this journey with me, because this is going to be fun. And like I say, I'm gonna share where we are. I'm gonna share the weight loss or the weight gain. I'll even throw a couple of my BP numbers in there, so you'll know that I'm taking my medication. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but I feel good about this. I really do, and I wouldn't have felt this way if I didn't have the support of those from the Iron, the ISI universe, and those who are even watching on the Big Jack Storytime YouTube channel, because that's what it takes. It takes, say it takes a village. Yes, 100% it takes a village. We all have to go out here. We all have to get into the grind. We all have to do our thing. But that's what it takes. So, hit that like button, give me some thumbs up, hit the couple of emojis and all that good stuff out there. Let me know that you're out there. Drop a comment or two. If you want to get on this journey with me, if you want to jump in here and say, hey, this is what's up and this is where we at, let me know, because that's real talk, real stuff. Um, I'm going to, I got to think about it. I'm have to think about it, because, when we got memberships and we got a couple of very loyal members, I might take some of this to the private side. And maybe when, have a member only meeting or members only conversation. But that's a motivation. Now I'm motivated now. I am. I'm, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am motivated. So that's what's up. I mean, that's what's up. Totally feel different, man. You just don't know when you have it's like, man, I feel totally different now than, I did not even an hour ago, because of the simple fact I'm able to have this conversation with you, but it was also the revelation that I had within myself that I am in my way, and I got to make this U-turn. So again, the word of the day is U-turn, and it's not to come back or go back and do what you've already done. It's to get off the road that you're on, get on the right road. You're missing a left or a right, and it's just right there. Where you just imagine how the your GPS tell you to make a left, and you make your left, or you don't make the left, and as soon as you miss it, it's like it recalculates just that fast, and then it says make a U-turn. And so it's not like you're so far off that you can't get back on track. It's like you're right there, man. It's like you're right there. And even though you got a journey to go, you can do it. I can do it. And that's the motivation right there. I know I can do it now. And not that I was more making 1,001 excuses for why I couldn't. And the excuse, not excuse, but the biggest problem was right here. It was me. And that's what I figured out today. So I'm saying thank you. I really 100% saying thank you to all of you who've watched today, all of you who've hit like buttons, all of you, if we got any new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome to the ISI universe. Welcome to the Big Jack StoryTime channel. Um, uh, we have multiple shows that we do, 5 different content creators that come through this channel. And you're never there's never a dull moment when you see a live going live. I mean, we the Coach's Corner, the Voices of Resilience, the Ask a Bee Show, the Jukebox Journey, the We Be Jamming Live, the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, the Gentleman's Journal, the Lady's Diary. All of them are different shows. Circle of Love. All of them are different shows, different content creators who have all come into the universe to put on a package for you that whenever you come through, you're getting something different. And we're talking real substance. We're talking real food. We're talking something that you can take back and life changing information, life changing content. And this is one of them too. Not that I am not an expert. I am not trying to say I play one on TV, nor do I play one on a podcast. What I am is a person who want to do better, and now I have the motivation to do better. So I thank you, and I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna keep you up to date. I got some things in my mind how I want to play this thing, but we're going on a journey. We're on a journey. We're on a journey, and it's not going to be an unrealistic journey. We're going to, like I say, we're going to have to shave off, 1 pound at a time, or like the elephant. How do you eat that elephant? One bite at a time. So we're going to take it one day at a time. But with that being said, the mission, the goal is to take this extra person off of me. So if I take a whole person off of me, and if I do the math, so they're saying 180 is the person. So I'm using a calculator for those who don't know what the heck you're doing. So I'm using a calculator. So yeah, 372 minus the 180. 192 is the goal weight. So that's dropping a whole person. So 192, less than 200 pounds. I cannot, I know it had to be 8th grade going into 9th grade when I was 200 pounds. So, and I graduated in 1989. I went in 1985. So you had 85, 86, 86, 87, 87, 88, 88, 89. Those are my years. So with that being said, um, 1985, this is 2026. Look how many decades have passed since I've seen those type of numbers. But can it be done? Yes, it can be done. And we're going to do it. And I thank you for hanging in and being on that journey with me, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, and I'm excited. I'm like, what's that? Who is it? The Pointer Sisters. I want to say. I don't want to chew up their, but I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. And that's where that's what we are. Because I know it can be done, but it's going to take me to do this U-turn that I'm doing today, get on the right track, get in the right frame of mind, get in the right spot, and make it happen. So I'm gonna ask you to tune in next Wednesday. I don't even know where I'll be at. I think I'm gonna be in Vegas, because I go on vacation, and I think I'm not even sure. So I think so. I think it's next week. But next week this time, I'll let you know um, how we're progressing, and where we at. We're due to I'm saying official weigh-in, but we'll get an official weight. Well, we got the start weight, so I know without a doubt it's 372. So with that, that's our official start weight, and I'll let you know where we are as we chop it down. So keep tuning in, keep watching, and get ready for the big journey, because Big Jack StoryTime is gonna have to change his name because he's not gonna be Big Jack anymore. And I'll still probably be Big Jack because even when I was 200 pounds, they called me Big Jack because it wasn't about the weight I was carrying; it was about the people. As a football player, I was just running over. So if he got in front of me, it was almost like a Mack truck. He was getting jacked, and and that's exactly what happened. So I might keep the name, but it won't have this weight. And like I say, it's not a big floppy all over the place. And I would say if you saw me, you wouldn't think that I was as heavy. But I see myself in pictures and things like that, and I'm like, wow, is this what people see? And that's sad for me. So I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on me. And because of that, I'm gonna ask you to be there with me as I go through this journey. So this has been a pleasure. This has been awesome. It's always awesome to be able to come on here and talk with you all out there and everyone who's watching it live right now and those who are going to watch it later. We say I want you to have a good rest of your week. Have a safe weekend, and please tune in next week the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, as we continue with the journey. And with them, I'm gonna tell you right now, uh, I'm gonna have some more information. I'll maybe post some pictures and things like that, so you'll see that the journey is real. It is real. The journey is real. And Chris, yes, sir. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you for sharing your information, and thank you for sharing your words of encouragement. And I'm definitely I got this, and I thank you. And what check it out, man. I'm gun ho, super excited. I am really, really, really excited about this. So because of that, have a good night. Um, take care of your family, take care of yourself, take care of everything else, and you're going to be all right. And that's everybody out there. And until next time, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say peace, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye bye.